A special thank you to each of our subscribers who make this channel possible. Here's today's story. In a bold move that highlights the ongoing tensions surrounding immigration policy in the United States, a group of House Democrats has embarked on a critical mission to El Salvador. Their objective: to secure the return of Kilmar Abrego Garcia, a Salvadoran citizen who was wrongfully deported to a maximum security prison last month. Led by Representatives Robert Garcia from California and Maxwell Frost from Florida, the delegation also includes Representatives Yasmin Ansari from Arizona and Maxine Dexter from Oregon. This trip comes in the wake of a Supreme Court order demanding the Trump administration facilitate Garcia's return. However, President Trump has refused to comply, citing a lack of authority to do so. The case of Kilmar Abrego Garcia has become a focal point in the national debate over immigration policy and executive authority. While Trump frames the issue as a matter of immigration enforcement, critics argue that it fundamentally concerns the Constitution and the right to due process. Trump is defying a Supreme Court order to bring Kilmar home, Representative Garcia stated just before the delegation's departure from Washington. "We're there to obviously demand his release and to continue the pressure on the administration." The situation has drawn widespread attention, particularly as lawyers for Venezuelan detainees have indicated that they may also face deportation to El Salvador's notorious terrorism confinement center, Salvador, a facility designed to hold up to 40,000 inmates. This has raised alarms among human rights advocates who are concerned about the treatment of detainees in such facilities. In a letter sent to House Oversight Committee Chair James Comer, Garcia and Frost requested authorization to fund an official visit to Salvador, where they aim to conduct welfare checks on Abrego Garcia and other detainees, including individuals like Andre Jose Hernandez, a 30-year-old LGBTQ makeup artist who was also wrongfully deported after passing a credible fear interview during his asylum process. The lawmakers emphasized the need for congressional oversight, especially in light of President Trump's recent remarks about potentially sending U.S. citizens to El Salvador's prisons. However, their request was met with resistance. Comer denied the funding request, criticizing the Democrats for their past hostility toward the committee's oversight of immigration issues. "It is absurd that you both displayed active hostility for over 2 years toward the committee's oversight of the Biden border crisis and the consequences of millions of illegal aliens entering the country," Comer wrote. In a similar vein, House Homeland Security Committee Chair Mark Green also rejected the idea of funding the trip. The backdrop to this situation is the Trump administration's controversial immigration policies, which have faced bipartisan criticism. The administration has argued that Garcia was deported due to his alleged affiliation with the MS-13 gang, a claim that his lawyers vehemently deny. The Salvadoran government, led by President Nayib Bukele, has dismissed calls for Garcia's release as preposterous, further complicating the situation. The ongoing struggle to bring Kilmar Abrego Garcia back to the United States underscores the complexities of immigration law and the challenges faced by those seeking asylum. As the House Democrats continue their efforts in El Salvador, they hope to shine a light on the injustices faced by immigrants and the importance of upholding due process rights. The trip is not officially funded by taxpayer dollars, but it reflects a growing concern among lawmakers about the treatment of individuals within the immigration system. This delegation's visit follows a series of bipartisan trips by U.S. officials to El Salvador, highlighting the ongoing dialogue between the two nations regarding immigration and human rights. As the situation develops, the eyes of the nation will be on El Salvador and the fate of Kilmar Abrego Garcia, as advocates push for justice and accountability in the face of a complex and often contentious immigration landscape. That's all for this story. We upload videos every day covering many different subjects, so hit that subscribe button to stay informed. Thanks for watching.